Good morning, everyone. Myself, Ashu Sharma. I welcome you all data structure in Python series. So today we will see wonderful concept of data abstraction. Here we will have two examples and try to understand the significance of data abstraction. Very first thing about the data abstraction is a concept in which we have to implement that method definition in the subclasses. As we saw in inheritance, the concept behind this that of base class and that derived classes. So here that base class is for the declaration purpose of method and derived classes is for the implementation purpose of that method. So whenever we have to use that common interface for different implementation, then definitely we go with this data abstraction concept. Whenever that the concept of this, if you say in most of the object-oriented programming language, to make a class abstract, we definitely use that abstract method over there, and without any definition part inside the class of the method, only the declaration part occurs over there, and that implementation part is the part happens at subclasses. So an abstract class can be considered as a blueprint for other classes. You can take an example of that account, various types of accounts. So you make a base class as account, and you make a subclasses as saving account, demat account, and current account. So some of the similar details from the account based class that will be used by those subclasses, and their individual functionality is different from each other. So this is one of that example where do we put this data abstraction concept. Another concept that we can use with that the third party, that implementation, which is also wonderful thing where we can apply this, and you can say for plugin purpose, and working with large teams or with a large code where it's difficult to monitor all sorts of stuff about the management of code and all the things, so that you can use those data abstraction concept over there. So these are different scenarios and applications where we may use this data abstraction. Now see, there is another concept behind this is by default in Python, you can't say enough about this abstract class. So for decoration of such methods for abstract class, you have to use ABC module. So you have to abstract ABC module, which is known as abstract base classes module. Here we have this import ABC. So we are importing this module to make that such abstract classes for that decoration of abstract methods. So let us start with this example that class polygon ABC is, this is somewhere that we have a concept of inheriting properties. So here this polygon is a base class, and we have this abstract method def loop sites passing self through it. So loop sites, there is only the declaration part in this given base class. Now we have some of these subclasses like triangle, pentagon, hexagonal, and some other classes we have this is given is quadrilateral. So in these classes, for same that method loop sites, we have different definitions. So implementation is different, but the declaration is same. So loop side, again we have, I have three sides to print. In pentagon, again it is inheriting polygon based class. I have five sides. Hexagon, again it is going with same approach. I have six sides, and here in quadrilateral class I have four sides. So this is the way what we do. We just simply create a base class, and then we inside this base class we have a declaration of abstract method, because class only becomes abstract when we have one abstract method or more than one abstract method, or simply a method which is not having definition, it is having only the declaration. So here we have these one base class and one, two, three, four subclasses: triangle, pentagon, hexagon, and quadrilateral. So now move to the next line of code, that R, capital R equals to triangle. So here we have put it this object creation over here and call this method two sides. Okay. Now move to next, And then we have this object of quadrilateral class, and again we call this method noob sites. Then we created this pentagon, and finally we have created hexagon. About this objects of pentagon and hexagon, and call these methods noob sites. So method name is same, only the definition or implementation part is different. When we run this program, we will get the outcome. I have 3 sites, I have 4 sites, 5 sites, 6 sites. In order to create object of different classes, we are getting this outcome. Suppose if you see that first we created object of triangle. So triangle is going to print I have 3 sides. So we have this answer. Next is quadrilateral. I have 4 sides. So we have this answer. Then the pentagon. So in pentagon class, I have 5 sides. Definitely we have this answer. And then hexagon, I have 6 sides. Definitely we have this answer. So this is the sequence. If we just change the sequence, then the outcome will be changed. One thing we can do, we may put it this control X over here, and we just use this concept like this. Now we save this by pressing control S and shift enter. Now see the outcome. I have 4 sides. So in order to create, because quadrilateral object K is calling this method first, so I have 4 sides now first, then triangle, as we saw earlier that I have 3 sides to print, and then a pentagon and a hexagon. So this is very simple concept that we applied here. Now see another example. This is also very, very important, that when we say about the concept of that abstraction, so we can perform data hiding by adding the double underscore as a prefix upfront to the attribute, so that that attribute is hidden outside the class through object. So it would not be visible if we put it that double score underscore upfront with the attribute. That attribute will be hidden outside the class. So here we have seen one example, that class employee double underscore count equals to 0. So this attribute is part of that hidden attribute after putting this double underscore. Now def in itself, and here is counting that +1, and then display function, which is user function, and print number of employees, employee dot double score count. So here we have created 2 objects, imp employee, imp2 employee. So try, and finally we have done with that. In try we have print imp dot double underscore count, and finally imp dot display. So at this line, display function is going to be called, and it is printing that count of employee. So it is printing 2. As we have seen here that the number of employee 2. Now, but there is an error also once we run the program, that employee object has no attribute because this count is hidden. Once we have done with this double underscore upfront with count, so this is hidden. That's why it is showing an attribute error. Employee object has no attribute count. So this is the way that you may hide certain attributes while putting this double underscore upfront with that attribute, and that attribute would not be, you can say, will not be visible outside of the class through object. So data abstraction is very important, a concept for any object-oriented programming language. One thing that we can also say, that abstract class can consider as a blueprint for rest of the classes, and it allows you to create a set of methods that must be created within any child class and built from the abstract class. Because as I said you that the concept of that base class where that implementation part is not there, only the declaration part is happening. So rest of the subclass having that implementation part, but it is coming from that logic of that given base class method that is only with the declaration over there. So this is, that concept is very, very vital and very, very crucial for any object oriented that concept that we deal with. Abstract method declaration only, and not implementation. Implementation is at the part of subclasses. So somewhere around it align with that overriding concept that we have seen in the previous video. So you can go through and see how it is happened with method overriding, and how it is correlate with that inheritance concept. So thank you very much being with me for this session. If you like these videos, please subscribe my channel and press bell icon so that I may, whenever I may upload any video, so you will get that notification. And definitely we are going step by step. So once we will complete the basic concept, then we will go towards that advanced concepts and see so many things in different that languages and the concepts. Thank you so much.